G'day, I'm Rachel from Pinup and Nostalgia Image Creations. This week on Quick Tricks, we'll be exploring a classic and simple mid-century makeup look with a modern twist. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do to prep the skin is use a spray toner. I've got here the Sunscreen Rose Hydrating Mist. And once that's dried down, we're going to go in with a moisturizer. At the moment, I'm using the Jasmine Face Cream from Vintage Honey's Parlour here in Dunedin. It's a great little moisturizer for day and night and is excellent under makeup. You only need a very small amount. And the last part of skin preparation is a modern addition, and it is of course sunscreen. So I'm going in with this zinc-based sunscreen. Just a small amount's required for the entire face. Now this is a great sunscreen to wear under makeup. It has a nice tacky base. It doesn't move, it's non-oily. There's no flash pack when using flash photography, and it does not leave a white cast. The next step is to prime our eyelids. Now this of course is a modern addition to a makeup routine. Today I'm going to be using the Art Deco eyeshadow primer. This particular one is a sheer coverage. However, if you like a little bit more coverage on your eyelids before applying eyeshadow, they do have a more pigmented version. And just using the smallest amount for each eyelid. Next, we're going to go in with our makeup base. Today, I'm going to be using my absolute favourite Dipbrow in shade 208. This is a very thick, extremely high coverage foundation, so I find I only need the tiniest bit to cover my whole face. In order to keep my makeup looking on the more natural side, I go in with another modern tool here, which is a dampened beauty sponge. As you can see, I've placed my foundation in the center of my face. So what I'll be doing is blending outwards with my sponge. Let's add some color to those cheeks. Today we're going to be using a cream blush. This is the Maybelline Creamy Cheek Tint in Koi Coral. So I'm just going to dip in with my fingers. And it's okay if you go a little bit ham on the blush. Cream products are quite forgiving, and we can use our good old beauty sponge to blend that out. Time to set some of those areas that might tend to get a little bit oily during the day. For that, I'm going to be using a classic Cartier spun. Just going to tap a little into the lid. And use the little powder puff that it came with to add a little powder to our face. So just down the nose here, generally in the T-zone area, under the eyes, and my eyelids. Next, we're going to add a little colour to our eyelids. I'm using a Revlon palette, the Iconic Fever. Just got some really basic, soft, natural colours. And today, because I have very fair skin, I'm going to use the lightest of the tan brown colours, just with my fingers, and just tapping on over the eyelid here, and just blending out to a little bit of a V in the outer corner and taking up almost to the brow bone, making sure we get right in close to the lashes. And next we're going to go in with the lightest shade with a pink undertone here, and just cover the inner portion of the eyelid. Next, we're going to apply a subtle winged eyeliner using gel eyeliner. It's the Maybelline Eye Studio in Blackest Black. Now we're going to add a little bit of a modern cheek to this. I'm going to add another product to my gel eyeliner. It's called the Duraline. It's a clear liquid in a dropper form. And when you add it to the gel eyeliner, it's going to make those lines much more smooth and easier to apply. So you can add this directly to your product. Just a couple of drops. And I'm going to use a very thin angled eyeliner brush. Mix that around a little until you're happy with the consistency. Wiping off the excess. Now we're going to keep this very close to the lashes, concentrating on only the outer portion of the eye and just a small flick at the end there. Let's help these eyebrows out by giving them a little colour and form. I'm going to be using a Dipbrow Pomade Anastasia Beverly Hills in combination with an angled brush and a spoolie. So give them a little comb over first. Make sure they're sitting where you'd like them to. And we're going to dip into our product, wiping most of it back off on the edge of the pot. This will make the end of the bristles pinch together so that we can create those even fine lines. And just beginning with the majority of the product to fill in the first half of the brow. And if you find you've concentrated a little bit too much product, use your spoolie to go ahead and brush that through. And try your best to get your other eyebrow looking similar. Remember, they don't have to be twins, they can just be sisters or even cousins. Because I have dry skin, I like to keep it hydrated throughout the makeup process by going in again just with my hydration spray here. Now going in with some mascara for the top lashes, we're going to leave the bottoms open so that we have a wide-eyed, bright look. I'm going to use my current favourite, which is the Revlon Volume and Length. It's a non-waterproof formula, which means it's easy to remove at the end of the day. However, I find that it has not yet transferred, which is a really great thing. And last but certainly not least is lipstick. Today I'm using a CoverGirl Jumbo Gloss Balm. Don't let the title fool you, it's very highly pigmented and it does actually last quite a long time. And I've kept that to a more traditional type of application. I've accentuated my Cupid's bow and kept to the natural lines of my lips. And that's all there is to a simple but classic mid-century makeup look. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.